Hey everyone, it's Beth here. I am finally with another reaction video. I am sorry that it took so long for me to do a video. I was tired again. Very tired. And was still a little busy. But I'm okay. I'm doing alright. And also I just wanted to let you guys know something. I'm planning on getting a haircut. I'm planning on going for my hair being short again, like I used to before. And my mom is, sorry, my throat's a little scratchy, but my mom is going to be doing my hair. She's going to cut it short below my ears because it's the summertime again, and I just got done working out as well today. So I'm really sweaty, and with summer coming back and it's hot out already, I want my neck to feel free and not have my hair all sweaty as well. So I'm gonna get a haircut from my mom. So I hope you guys don't mind. Sometimes I like going short and sometimes like going long. I kind of like both hairstyles, so I hope you guys don't mind that. Now, we're reacting to The Lovers and the Dreamers, Chapter 5, Abandonment. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in this one, but since we found out from Chapter 4 that Nightmare was involved, we're going to see how this is going to turn out. I hope the Skelebros don't break apart, but I think they're probably going to, because like it said, abandonment. So as always, I will put the original creator who did this in the description below, and let's get into this in 3, 2, 1, play.
The Lovers and the Dreamers by Elizabeth Scarhart. Illustrated by the Mayor of Halia. Narrated by Elizabeth Scarhart. Chapter 5. Abandonment. An hour and a half later, Sans came down ready to greet the day. He almost instantly smelled tobacco. His brother was smoking already? Even when he had nightmares, Pappy normally held off his first cigarette until after he had breakfast.
Also, to let you guys know, don't ever smoke. It is really bad for your health, especially for your lungs. I would never recommend smoking. I mean, even me, okay, this is going to sound a little crazy, but if I were to have kids in my future, I don't want to damage me and my baby by smoking. Because it's true that while you're smoking while you're pregnant, you can damage the baby as well, not just yourself. That's what my mom told me, and it's true for all mothers. Which is why I don't recommend smoking for especially when you're pregnant, if you wanted to have kids. Just to clarify, theoretically, even though it's true, but that's one of the reasons why you should never smoke. And I don't do smoking. I don't want to damage my health, especially if I were to have kids. I don't smoke, I don't drink, and I don't know. All the things that are bad, I don't do it, but let's keep going.
He looked at the ashtray and found 3 butts already there, with Papyrus working on a 4th one. 2 empty bottles of honey were also a telling sign.
Another nightmare? It was bad this time, wasn't it?
Uh-oh.
Do you want to talk about it?
Papyrus shook his head. I'll get over it. He was mumbling. Sans could barely understand him.
Do you want breakfast?
Sans offered. Not feeling good. Don't want to eat, Papyrus told him.
You really really shouldn't be smoking them,
Sans said. Papyrus rolled his eyes but obediently put out the cigarette. You should get ready for work.
I can stay home if you're not feeling well,
Sans offered. I'll be fine. Probably just overdid it last night. Sans nodded slowly. His better judgment told him something else was wrong, but years of experience had told him that when his brother didn't want to talk, he didn't want to talk.
Well, this has to do with another situation that I think we all know from the Chapter 4 part, so not gonna say it.
Sans reluctantly made and ate breakfast and cleaned the dishes.
I'll check on you later, Papyrus. Take it easy,
he said. Papyrus made no response, so Sans left.
Sans is so kind. He's so innocent.
His day went on as normal, though his mind was distracted. Several times when no one was around, he texted Papyrus asking how he was, but Papyrus never answered. At lunchtime, he went to Alfie's. The two often had a cooking lesson around this time that gave them both some lunch.
That's cute.
Assuming the oven didn't catch fire.
That's what happens in the Undertale verse, not the Underswap. Undyne and Papyrus would usually do cooking lessons, and sometimes Undyne would burn the house down. Honestly, to be honest, I don't think she's a really good cooking teacher for Papyrus.
I wondered if maybe Papyrus would even eat lunch today. If he didn't show up at Muffet's, would she get worried and check on him? Why hadn't he thought to call her and tell her something was wrong? She could have seen to him as well.
Yeah.
Maybe he should. Hey! Alphys' shout brought Sans back from another train of worried thoughts.
Jeez.
Those tomatoes aren't going to chop themselves.
Sorry, Alphys.
Sans got back to the task at hand.
He's thinking again.
Unfortunately, he wasn't really paying attention, causing him to nick his finger.
Uh-oh.
Naturally, it didn't bleed, but the pain was enough to make him run it under the tap and try to ease it.
Don't play with knives, everyone.
For someone who just got engaged, you're pretty out of it.
Alphys commented.
I'm sorry, Captain.
Sans apologized.
I'm just a bit worried. Papyrus was acting weird this morning.
Like how?
Alphys asked.
Sitting on the couch, staring into space, mumbling, smoking like his life depended on it.
Sans listed.
That's how people feel when they smoke a lot. People say that smoking and drinking is supposed to help you with your sadness stuff and all that, when it's really not gonna help. For either or.
Alphys snorted.
Sounds like the Papyrus I've always known.
Sans shook his head.
You don't get it. It was different somehow.
He sighed.
I can't explain it. If you knew him like I do, you'd have seen it. Anyway, he said he was feeling under the weather, but this isn't how he acts when he's sick.
Alphys sighed. Those two were nothing if not close. It really didn't sound like a big deal to her, but if Sans said something seemed wrong, he'd be the one to know.
Why don't you make some extra tacos? Then you can bring some to your brother and check on him.
Sans nodded. He'd like that.
Thanks, Alphys.
Alphys nodded and returned her attention to the meat to hide her anger from the sweet skeleton next to her. Once Pap was confirmed to be okay, she was going to pummel him for upsetting Sans like that.
That's not gonna help.
Sans took the ferry back to Snowdon. It was faster, and Sans didn't want the tacos to get cold. Plus, the longer he was away from his brother, the more he feared the worst. After what felt like an eternity on the water, though in reality it was probably less than 10 minutes, he arrived back in his hometown and made his way to his house. He found Papyrus right where he left him, on the couch. He didn't even want to count the cigarette butts and honey bottles that were present.
Oi.
At least he wasn't actively smoking right at this moment.
I brought some lunch, Pappy. Are you feeling better?
Sans asked.
This is gonna
He
turn
tried
out
to
bad.
remain optimistic. If his brother saw him worry, it would just make him feel worse. Papyrus didn't reply. He just glanced over at Sans. Sans really wished he'd stayed home now. Something was really wrong.
Papyrus, are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine, Papyrus said. I'm not your concern.
You're my brother. Of course you are.
Sans argued.
Please, tell me what's wrong. You're acting really weird.
You have more important things to worry about, Papyrus said. Like packing.
Packing?
Sans asked.
Where are we going?
We aren't going anywhere, Papyrus said. You're moving out.
Wait, what? How can Papyrus say that?
Sans felt his soul go cold.
What?
To be with Ink, Papyrus clarified. It'll be better for both of us if you leave sooner rather than later. Santa's mind was racing. Papyrus was telling him to leave? Was he angry about the engagement? But he'd been the one telling them to hook up for so long. Why was this happening?
Papyrus.
You heard me, Sans! Papyrus snapped, standing. I don't need a mushy goodbye. Just go! Sans's eye sockets went dark as Papyrus's words pierced through his skull. Tears collected in the corners of them as those words were processed.
Uh-oh, now you hurt his feelings.
Papyrus was kicking him out of his own home. Sans couldn't even begin to fathom why, and Papyrus clearly wasn't going to tell him. He lowered his head, and the tears spilled over.
Okay.
He agreed. What else could he do?
Why did it have to end like that with the to be continued? But I think I know the reason why Papyrus was kicking Sans out of the house, because of what Nightmare told him. He's believing what Nightmare is saying, when all it is just a bunch of lies that Sans, even if he's going to be with Ink living with him, he's always going to miss his brother. Papyrus should know that by now, that Sans would never leave Papyrus behind. Shouldn't he know that by now? Why is he kicking out of the house believing with the wrong person? That's just not right. But it's to be continued once again. Now, I do like this chapter a little bit, but I do feel bad for Sans and Papyrus. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in chapter 6, but it probably won't be anything good as well, so. But yeah, I'm finally back, everyone, and like I said, I'm trying to get back into doing videos, so I'm trying to be nice here. I don't want you guys to keep asking me of when I'm going to make a video, because I know some of you guys are impatient and trying to wait for me to come make a video, but I really, really want you guys to be really patient with me. I can't magically do things out of the blue, and if you guys can understand that, so I want you guys to do that for me. I want you to be patient and not ask me so many 24/7 of when I'm going to come back and make a video. I'm not trying to be upset or anything. It's just I'm getting really older. I'm getting older now, and my body's getting even more slow because I'm 17 and my body is sometimes aching, and because I get really bad back problems and it hurts. So bye everyone.